Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's very stormy in the UK, so a while away the storm with something different today. There are very many other cryptid creatures in the UK other than the UK wild one, and people do have a very strong interest in them. And there are researchers out there that are researching them. And I've been very lucky to meet up with a guy called Mike, and that's what he's doing. And he's researching the werewolf accounts in the UK. Sometimes they come in under the name of Dogman or Wolfman, Padfoot, Devil Dog, Shuck, um, Bullbeggars and Boggarts. Lots of regional names for them and lots of very old English names for them. Um, and Mike, like myself, he collects the sightings from other people, colleagues and friends, and anywhere that he can come across. And he's putting this journal out there in the hopes that A, he has a photograph that he'd like people to take a look at and see if they can see anything in it for him. And B, for anybody else that's interested in this kind of research on the werewolf dogman side of things, he's reaching out to you. And anybody who may have, or in the future has, an experience with a dogman or a wild man. And there's lots of drama around the subject in the UK, and we've put that to bed now, that's gone. So what we need is a serious look at what people are seeing and what they're experiencing. And Mike's mapping them, and he's taking a real responsible look at the accounts that are coming in, and that's very much needed. So I thought that I could help by sharing his journal here. I have his contact details, so if you need to get in touch with him, you just get in touch with me and I can pass them along, and I can give you his email and his contact details and things like that. But I'll read Mike's journal out for you, and you can make up your own mind. There is a list of sightings that I'm going to read out at the end, and we will bring them to you in more depth over a number of videos. But today we're going to concentrate on the journal and a brief outline of events. So, the first entry in the log is dated the 4th of the 5th, 16, and the search area at the time was Maple Durnham, Nunny Green and Cheesy Heath, and it's just north of Reading. The weather at the time was sunny and clear, and it was about 18 degrees in temperature. And the purpose of this search, as in the other searches, was to find footprints or any hides, structures, anything that stood out and was unusual, and to try and establish if werewolves or wildmen are in the area. And on this occasion, nothing was found. And the second entry in the log is dated the 5th of the 11th, 16. And the search area again is Nunny Green, and this time it's along the B4526 and the wooded areas along that way. And the time was 11:39 to 12 p.m. 11:39 a.m. to 12:09 p.m. So he's out there for a very long time, and the temperature's around 7 degrees. The weather was slightly overcast, and it was cloudy, but there was no rain on that day. Of interest, on one side of the woods there was birdsong, and on the other side was total dead silence. Both parts of the wood had a completely different feel to them. Don't feel any presence of danger, but I do have a feeling of being watched. Note, werewolf sightings and locations based on colleagues and friends' information. And the first account would be the Long Cross near Cobham, and this was in June 2009, and the details of that will follow. Nunny Green in Oxfordshire, that's an ongoing account, and Mike is documenting that for us. Waltington Hill in Oxfordshire, another ongoing experience. And then we have Charlbury and Chadbury in Oxfordshire, and the locals there have reported large wild black canines in the area going back decades. We have Berkshire Common near Leominster, and the sighting was in 2017. And we have Saddleworth Moor in March 2017. Along the A635, one werewolf was described as being as large as a pony. And the one I'm going to look at today is Hazel Farm near Macclesfield. And this happened in September 2017, so not so long ago, it's quite recent. And 3 sheep were killed by a large canine. And I have found the report of this in the newspaper, and I'm going to give you a warning now that there are some a distressing picture is going to come up. So I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to give you 5 seconds to just fast forward a little bit if you would like to. So here goes. Farmer devastated after sheep brutally killed by a large dog. Three sheep have been mauled to death by a large dog. The flock of sheep, which were grazing in a field near Nabs Road, Sutton, were brutally killed sometime between the evening of Friday, September the 1st, and the early hours of the morning on Saturday, September the 2nd. One of the sheep had been dragged across the field by its rump, had its neck torn, and a second had its leg broken and suffered numerous puncture wounds. A third died from exhaustion. Police believe a large dog was responsible and are calling for witnesses. PC Richard Walker said, "This shocking incident led to injuries and death of 3 sheep, which is not only costly for the owner, but distressing for both her and the animals. We are currently investigating the Sutton incident, which is an offence under the Dogs Act of 1953, and are keen to speak with anyone with information so we can find the animal and owner responsible. PC Walker is also calling for dog owners to be more responsible when out in areas." He said, "While the dreadful injuries were a result of what appears to have been a large dog, it gives us an opportunity to remind owners of dogs of all sizes that canines need to be on a lead. We want everyone to enjoy the Cheshire countryside, but recognise the responsibility we have to keep animals safe." And I think if you have any information on that incident, if you could get in touch with myself or Mike, that would be wonderful. If you've experienced anything like that yourself, or heard of your neighbours or your colleagues or your friends that have, ask them if they'll share the details with you and see if it's okay to share with us. Because there's lots of people out there experiencing this. And we need to take a look at it in a serious way, because the witnesses are describing the same thing over and over again, and they're not people that know each other, and they're from all kinds of different backgrounds. And just like the Wildman research, there are people out there that are experiencing this and going through that alone on their own. And while it's not my subject, I'm a bit of a one-trick pony. I've always said that I am there to help all witnesses of anything out there that has worried you, upset you, or made you feel that you don't want to go back out there. Because if I can't help you, there's wonderful people out there like Mike and other people like that who have had experiences and can help you out. And they're the right kind of people to talk to, because they will explain to you in a logical, calm way what your choices are. And depending on how you want to go forward with the experience. So I hope that reaches out to somebody. And if not, I just hope that you enjoyed listening to the accounts, and I will definitely be bringing you more of Mike's work. And if there's anybody out there that's good with photo analysis, I can always ask Mike for the original and send it over to you in email, because I know it's not great when it comes from YouTube or from the video. So let's hope that we can help Mike and find him some answers, as we are all searching for answers in this wonderful world of ours, as the storm clouds roll in and the leaves come from the trees. And that'll be all for me.